again. Welcome to John's Jazz Joint. We've been looking at our last session at a wonderful musician, Hoagy Carmichael. We spoke a lot about his past, and we took you right up to the year 1929 and all of the things that happened to him in the first phase. Today we're going to look at the middle phase, and in the next session we'll look at the final phase, which is in Hollywood, where he's producing music for the movies. And interestingly enough, he himself appeared in 14 movies. He was normally just a pianist playing a piece of music, but that's getting ahead of myself. We're going to go back now to 1929, 1930, when he moves from Indiana to New York City. And he does a couple of songs that are pretty reminiscent of the things that we looked at last week, Rocking Chair and Stardust. This first one is called Georgia on My Mind. The words were written by Stuart Gorell, and of course Hoagy did the music. Hope you enjoy it. Georgia on My Mind. We'll talk about it after. Georgia on My Mind, it's an interesting thing that it kind of lay dormant for about 30 years until Ray Charles picked it up in 1960 and re-recorded it, and it went to number one at that point. As back to Hoagy and Stuart Gorell, who gave the words for it. Stuart's name wasn't on the copyright, and so he wasn't entitled to any of the royalties. But Hoagy, and I'm just going to show you a picture of Hoagy Carmichael in case you've never seen one before. He's not a bad-looking chap, actually, and I guess that's what made him presentable for the movies. I guess he thought it was the right thing to do, so he passed part of the royalties on to Stuart, who gave us the words to Georgia on My Mind. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind, Georgia, Georgia. A song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pine. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly, still in peace. For dreams I see, the road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia. no peace I find. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. I was talking about how Ray Charles reinvigorated the song in the 1960s. In 1979, he himself, Ray Charles, was from the state of Georgia, and he went to the Georgia legislature in 1979 and performed the song. They, in turn, made the song the national or the state song for Georgia. So, Georgia on My Mind then is sort of 1930. The companion piece to that, similar, is a piece called Lazy River, Up the Lazy River. And I don't know if you're a YouTube junkie like I am, but I love to go to the Mills Brothers version of Lazy River where Dean Martin joins them. And this song is sort of a companion piece for what we just did, Georgia. This is called Lazy River. Up a lazy river by the old mill run, lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun. Linger in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your troubles, dream a dream with me. Up a lazy river where the robin's song awakes a bright new morn and we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy you can be. Up a lazy river with me. Up a lazy river by the old mill run. Lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun. Linger in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your troubles, dream a dream with me. Up a lazy river where the robin's song awakes a bright new morn and we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy you can be. Up a lazy river with me. So those two pieces kind of open our second session. And Hoagy Carmichael, having moved to New York City, was put in touch with Duke Ellington's music agent, and he also came in contact in 1933 with Johnny Mercer. And you may, if you've been following John's Jazz Joint, you may remember that we did a three-part study of Johnny Mercer. Well, back in 1933, they collaborated, Hoagy Carmichael and Johnny Mercer, they collaborated on Lazy Bones, which we did much earlier. The last piece of music that we're going to do today has to do with the transition from New York City to Hollywood. Remember the crash, the stock market crash in 1929 had Hoagy scrambling to keep an income. His family was growing too. He got married in 1936 and then persuaded his wife that they should move to Hollywood where he might get some work in the movies. As it turned out, he did. He described himself as kind of a shaggy dog. People responded to him, but as he was no great lover. He generally was just a person playing the piano and singing some of his songs. So this next song that we're going to close out this second session with comes from a movie called Romance in the Dark, and he puts the melody line in. It's called The Nearness of You. the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. It isn't your sweet conversation that brings this sensation. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. When you're in my arms and I feel you so close to me, all my wildest dreams come true. I need no soft lights to enchant me. If you'll only grant me the right to hold you ever so tight and to feel in the night the nearness of you. So this kind of concludes our second look at Hoagy Carmichael. We've taken him from his early days in Indiana to his songwriting days in New York City, and we've landed him in Hollywood, where he is a writer for Paramount Theaters. And next time around, we'll take a final look at Hoagy Carmichael and his career in Hollywood. That's all from John and Lisa. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.